So by now, we've probably all seen the brand new 2025 6th generation Toyota 4Runner coming out later this year, and my God, does it look awesome. But should you buy one? So obviously, I love Toyotas. I've loved Toyotas for a long time. I've owned many Toyotas. I own 2 right now, and I love working on them and all that fun stuff. When it comes to brand new Toyotas and Toyota technology, engines and stuff like that, it's usually a bad idea to buy the first year. And now if you look at the Tundra, for example, it's already got the huge engine recall, quality control issues or whatever it is that was happening with the Tundra 3.5 liter turbo engines. Now that stuff happens with new technology with most companies, and of course Toyota is going to fix it. And once they fix something, it's good, it's done, it's over with. They address things like this pretty quickly, and it won't be a problem, I'm sure, going into 2026 for the trucks. They also had issues with the 2UZ-FE back in the day, and that there was a big recall on that engine, and that engine is known as the greatest engine Toyota's ever made, milli-mile motor, all that stuff. So yes, I believe Toyota's having some issues right now with their first generation of these new motors, stuff like that. We haven't had or heard of anything yet with the 4-cylinder, but I do anticipate there being significant issues with that 4-cylinder, a little teeny tiny 4-cylinder motor pulling around that big heavy 4Runner truck. I cannot believe that Toyota went that route. I don't know if Toyota is going down a route of like the American business model where they want things to be more throwaway, or if it's because of government restrictions and stuff like that with EPAs and all that stuff, regulations that are causing them to do these smaller engines. That's what I've heard, but I don't think they're going to be as reliable as they have been in the past, and I might get proven wrong, and we can come back to this video. But I believe that the fact that 4-cylinder will do fine in a Camry and a Corolla, maybe in some of the Tacomas, but when you start to get to these big SUVs, like as heavy as the 4Runner is going to be, and when people start putting 35-inch tires and wanting to go and crawl around in the mud and rocks and dirt and all that stuff, that little tiny 4-cylinder, in my opinion, is not going to be enough. I know they just started to show off some of the 4Runner and Tacomas out doing these dirt roads and stuff like that, but none of those trails are really all that serious, at least that I've seen from the events. Now, if you're just looking for a great looking truck that gets better fuel economy and 4-wheel drive is there, if you for a little bit of snow, a little bit of off-roading like most of us do, if you're mostly just going to be doing picking the kids up from school or getting the groceries, I think the 4-cylinder will be fine. But once you start making that engine work, these high compression turbo induced induction engines, these turbo engines have higher pressure, more failing parts, they just wear out faster, and Toyota has built its reputation on reliability, and I feel like this is going to set them back. Even with the Tundra, like I said earlier, the resale value of that Tundra is going to be a lot less for that first year for the affected engines than it will be later on. And you can look at like the 2011 Camrys with the 2.4, that era, the 2.4 4-cylinder. Those are real cheap because they have oil burning issues, and everyone knows it. So it's going to be the same thing with the Tundras. And we're talking about $70,000 trucks now. So I would say don't buy the first generation of the Tacoma or 4Runner for a couple of reasons. One being, you need to let them get the bugs out, There's going to be people who are going to buy them. If you're going to buy one, I would say lease it, because it's going to have issues. And I'm really hoping that if the sales aren't what Toyota wants them to be, if the sales aren't good, that when they do a refresh, they will come to their senses and put in a V6, because that's what that 4Runner is going to need, in my personal opinion. But I would love to hear what you guys think, and what about the truck, what you think about the powertrain, the 4-cylinder hybrid. Do you think that with the refresh they will put in a 6-cylinder engine like it needs? Of course, we all wish they would keep the V8. Maybe they'll bring it back. I have no idea. Only time will tell, but let me know what you think down in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. See ya.